Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you my 4K movie collection. This format's been out for a couple of years. It's only just, I think, getting a lot of movies coming over to it. Not sure if it's going to be a take over Blu-ray or anything, because it is quite expensive. But we'll get into it. First one here I have is The Revenant. Pretty good movie. It's long, but I think it looks amazing in 4K. Great story. It was the first time I've seen it because I've heard so many good things about it. So I watched it for the first time in this format and it looked unreal. I use a 65-inch Sony television, and my player I use is an Xbox One S, because it's basically a console as well for what you pay. Like if you buy a 4K Blu-ray player, they cost more than what an Xbox One S does, and you get a video game console in it as well. So that's the cheapest way in my opinion, but on a big screen it looks great. Next one I have here is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Great movie. I love these Planet of the Apes movies. So it's the first one. I have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. All three movies are great as well. This is probably my least favourite out of all of them though. And War of the Planet of the Apes. This one's great. I watched this at the movies, but I'm yet to watch it on 4K, so pretty keen to check it out. Star Wars The Last Jedi. I'm hoping they release all the Star Wars on 4K at some point. I'll be definitely grabbing all them. But yeah, The Last Jedi, not the best movie. Like, this one divided fans, but I don't hate it. I didn't mind it I liked it better on a second watch, but I still don't think it's that great of a movie. You've probably seen these next two in my last pickups video, but I got the Jurassic Park trilogy, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3. Cool little box set. And this was also my last pickups video, Die Hard, the 30th anniversary steelbook. Amazing action movie. Good Christmas movie too. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend this. So that's that stack. Next one here I have is The Shallows. Recently watched this in my movie marathon video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. It was good rewatching this. Good shark movie. Not the greatest, but it's pretty good for what it is. Looks really nice in 4K too. Batman Begins. I don't really like superhero movies that much. I think they're way overdone. Seems like there's a new one coming out every week. But this is definitely my favourite superhero trilogy. Batman Begins is amazing, and the 4K looks great with all the dark cities in Gotham and that. The Dark Knight, which seems to be everyone's favourite. I actually like this one the least out of the trilogy. Don't get me wrong, it's all movies in this trilogy are great, but I know I like the first and the third one a little bit better than this. But it looks great. The transfer is great and good movie. And Dark Knight Rises. I thought this one was great. I really loved the way they ended the trilogy. It also looks really good on the format. Next one's Planet Earth 2, narrated by David Attenborough. Amazing documentary, has 6 episodes I think, all about different parts of the earth. This one's probably the best looking 4K movie I've seen. Each little episode goes for about 50 minutes or so, and it looks stunning. It's all shot in 4K, so it's not upscaled. If you're looking for to show off your 4K television, definitely pop this in. As well as Blue Planet 2. This one's about the ocean. There's the episodes there. Also narrated by David Attenborough. It comes with a cool little slip. It's amazing. Not as good as Planet Earth 2, but it still looks amazing on the television. Second last one here is Dunkirk. Pretty good war film. It's one of those movies with not a lot of dialogue, but the visuals sort of tell the story in this. I recommend it for sure. It's directed by Christopher Nolan, who did the Dark Knight trilogy, so yeah, I recommend that. It's a good little war movie. Don't go into it expecting sort of like blood and guts and everything. It's a pretty tame one, but it tells a great story. And my last 4K movie is It, the new one. Waiting for Chapter 2 to come out next year. This was pretty good. I liked it a lot, but I think when mainstream sort of horror movies like this get released, they get blown up to be like an extremely scary movie in that, which it's not really. Like, it's a good movie, but it's not what everyone hyped it up to be. I still enjoy it, and I can't wait for part 2. So anyway, guys, that's my 4K collection, I guess. What movies do you have on 4K, and do you think this will take over Blu-rays? Personally, I don't think it will. I think it'll sort of be like how 3D Blu-rays came in for a few years and then they disappeared. Unless they cut the price of this format, I can't see it hanging around for like ages. They are starting to cut them a little bit, but just the 3D, I mean, not the 3D, the 4K Blu-ray players cost way too much money. 4K TVs are usually what you see now anyway. Like, if you go to buy a new television, it's hard to find one that doesn't support 4K. But it's just the players, I think. They're like $300 to $400, which I don't think people are willing to spend when you've got Blu-rays that still look pretty good anyway. But yeah, guys, that's my 4K video, so let me know what you think in the comments, and see you in the next one.